Hi, I'm Larry Scott, and have you been wanting to get healthier during the coronavirus? Well, here at Inside Out, we have created the best, healthiest drink for you viewers at home to try. This is the best drink you're ever likely to find on the market with the finest ingredients. So let's get into it. We have here a plethora of amazing ingredients to go into our fantastic smoothie. So, first item we have is a banana, because all smoothies have bananas. That's a good place to start, so let's get into it. So, here we go, a nice, healthy, ripe banana. In it goes, let's chuck that in. Oh, lovely, I can feel it coming together already. And of course, bananas are so full of healthy things, healthy potassium, which is really good for your body. The next ingredient, spinach, because spinach is so good for you. You put a bit of that in there. Lovely, look at that. You're probably thinking, you're playing it fairly safe with the ingredients that you're putting in so far. Now, here comes the twist. Obviously, in these times, we need to sanitize our hands, keep ourselves nice and clean, and of course, we're going to put in some hand sanitizer to make sure that your body is nice and cleansed as well. So, a few squirts of that. Look at that. Oh, fantastic. Oh, that's great. Our next ingredient is milk. Because milk is good for your bones, full of calcium, full of those healthy things. So let's chuck some of that in. Oh, yes, look at that. Fantastic. I'm going to put a bit more in. You can never have too much milk. Look at that. Oh, if there was smell-o-vision right now, you'd be smelling the lovely hand sanitizer and the milk curdling together. Fantastic. The next ingredients we have here, shampoo. Because in these times, you need to look good. Not everyone can look like Larry Scott. So, here we go. We're going to put some shampoo in. Oh, look at that. Fantastic. And the next one, conditioner. And this is actually a honey conditioner. Again, full of different flavors and very good for your hair. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Poetry in motion. And so the last ingredient is chocolate syrup, because you deserve that sweet treat. So here we go. Oh, it's very tough. Oh, look how thick that is. Fantastic. Wow, and I think we are ready. So this looks like it's ready to go. Let's put the lid on, and here we go. I think this drink is ready. Oh, just smell that. Fantastic. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's a funny kind of green-brown colour. Smells fantastic. Here we go. Inside Out. Remember to buy it from your local supermarkets. Wow, this drink is terrific. This is the best drink you're ever likely to find on the market. Remember, Inside Out. Good for the inside, great for the outside.
Hello and welcome to our assembly. We're Lloyd and Helen from the Brighton and Hove City Mission Schools team. And this time we're talking about trust. Would you buy that drink? Would it make you healthy? Do you believe the claims? No? Why not? Let's explore together what it means and who we can trust.
Trust is the confident expectation in something or someone. When you trust someone, you know that they're probably going to do something good or nice. When I asked Helen to buy the shopping for our smoothie, I knew that I could trust her to get the right ingredients. I can trust her because in the past she's done what she said she was going to do.
So let's make our own smoothie. One where we know what's in it and where you can see all the ingredients. Let's try again, Lloyd.
That's so much better.
What fruit and veg do you want to put in our smoothie?
Well, You have to start with a banana because all smoothies have bananas.
Okay. What else?
I really like strawberries and all kinds of different berries because they're really good for you, aren't they? So,
Hang on, look, here we got strawberries and blueberries.
oh, look at
Some
that.
of those in.
That is perfect.
And they're frozen, so it'll make it a nice chilled drink.
Ah.
What else?
I normally put in yogurt into my smoothies because they
Nice
just
idea.
make it thicker, creamier, tastier. I can definitely trust this. You know it's a good yogurt.
Raspberry, cranberry and blueberry.
Oh, so we're going with the berry theme.
It's going
Got
to be
all
a
of that.
berry smoothie.
Very nice.
Very
Very nice.
Right,
Oh,
screw the lid on.
yes.
Don't want it going everywhere.
Oh, I've done that many a time. Have
Right.
any of you done that where you've made a smoothie and it's gone, the lid wasn't on properly? I've had a few instances like that.
Let's give it a whiz.
It's not going to do it this time though.
Right,
Yes, let's see
give
the
it a try.
results. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That is
That's
full
a good colour.
of healthy goodness.
it is.
Oh,
Smells nice too.
I'm very excited about this.
Whoa,
Look at
nice
that
and thick.
thick, tasty smoothie.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers. Mmm. That is good.
You can trust me. This is a good drink.
I'm certainly trusting you to make smoothies in the future, Helen. Mmm. Well, this tastes so much better, and I can trust it to do me good because I saw everything that went into it. They're all good things.
There are different things that help us to know if we can trust someone. Pause the video and talk now about who are the people that you can trust and how do you know you can trust someone.
Well, thank you for your thoughts there. I hope you're able to list teachers, parents, friends, and other people in your life that you can trust. We all need people that we can trust.
Some of the things you might have discussed about why you can trust them could be what makes reasonable sense, a gut feeling, reputation, experience, or evidence. Let's look a little closer at these characteristics.
Christians believe that God is trustworthy. We can rely on Him. Now, let's hear the story of Peter from the Bible as he trusted Jesus. Let's see what led him to trust Jesus.
Welcome, Peter. You are a disciple or friend of Jesus. Tell us, why can you trust him?
Well, I got to know Jesus over many years and chose to follow him as he travelled all over the country. He did some remarkable things. Some things were hard to believe, but lots of people began to follow him because he was always kind. He had a good reputation. One day, he fed 5,000 people with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish, and everyone had enough to eat.
That doesn't sound very likely. How do I know your story is true?
Well, I was there. I saw it happen. The fish and the bread just kept being there as we handed it out. We just never ran out.
So evidence is something that helped you trust him. What else happened?
Well, just after this event, the other disciples and I went ahead of Jesus in a boat to travel to the other side of the lake. It was late in the evening by now, which is always a tricky time to cross the lake. It can get a bit rough and stormy. But me and my friends, we're used to it, as we're fishermen. We were in the boat, being tossed by the waves. It was dark and stormy. Suddenly, we see this white figure in the distance coming towards us, walking on the water. This isn't something you usually see in the middle of the lake, so we didn't quite know what was happening. Sometimes you see the odd other boat, sometimes you see the big white wave tops, but this was definitely a person, walking, floating on the water. It was hard to tell until he got nearer.
How did you feel?
Well, it was pretty scary. We thought it might be a ghost. How else could it be on the top of the water and not sinking?
What did you do?
Well, then the figure called out, "It is I, Jesus, don't be afraid." When I realised it was Jesus, I felt different, more excited than scared. I mean, it was still amazing to see that he was on the top of the water, walking along as if it were pavement. So I called to him, "If it's you, Jesus, tell me to come to you." I don't really know why I said that. I was just so amazed that he had walked all of this way on the water.
This doesn't really sound realistic. I mean, mostly when we hear a story, we think about how reasonable it is. This doesn't sound reasonable at all. How did you know you could trust Jesus?
I'd spent time with him. I was one of his disciples. I'd begun to realise that Jesus could do unbelievable things. Even though this story sounds unrealistic, I knew that Jesus was the kind of person who could actually walk on water. My experience of him so far meant that I could trust what he said was true, and it was.
What happened next?
Well, I got out of the boat. I looked at Jesus and kept walking towards him on the water. I didn't sink. It was the strangest sensation. I was walking on the top of the water. Wow. It was really windy and the waves were quite big. I'd stopped looking at Jesus and began to notice the waves and feel the spray on my face, and I started sinking down. I cried out and Jesus reached out his hand and lifted me up again, and we got back into the boat. He saved me. He didn't let me down. I knew I could trust him.
What made you get out of the boat? That's a pretty crazy thing to do.
I don't know really. I just had this gut feeling that this was a special moment when I could completely trust what Jesus was doing and asking me to do. It was a crazy, amazing experience. Along with some other events you can read about, I came to believe that Jesus was trustworthy, that he was someone I could depend on. More than that, his way was the best way to live. So since then, I've completely put my trust in Jesus and tried to do things his way. There's a verse from the old part of the Bible which says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he will make your path straight." The path of my life hasn't been easy, but it's been clear and straight when I've been following him.
Thank you, Peter. You've given us a lot to think about.
So now let's take a quiet moment to think. Who can you trust in your life? Have you ever been let down by someone? How did that feel? What helped you to learn to trust again after that? How does trusting people help you in your life?
Now I'm going to pray. If you'd like to pray too, you can say Amen at the end after me, or you can just listen to the words if you prefer. Dear God, thank you for those people in our lives we can trust. Thank you that we can trust you. Please help us to be trustworthy to others and to be able to trust people in our lives. Amen.
Amen. So that's the end of our assembly today. We hope that you enjoyed it, and we should be back with our last and final assembly next month, last one of the year, and we'll hopefully be back in schools come September.
That would be really nice. We're looking forward to seeing you. Thanks for watching.
Bye.